All right, 8-6, the law of cosines. All right, so here is triangle ABC. Name the sides that are adjacent to angle A. Well, the sides adjacent to angle A are going to be sides B and C. Side opposite angle B is side B. All right, so 45 degrees is an acute angle, 100 degrees is an obtuse angle, and 90 degrees is a right angle. So the cosine, in a right triangle, the cosine is the ratio of the side adjacent to a given acute angle and the hypotenuse. If I know the measure of an acute angle and a right triangle, and the length of the adjacent side, I can use the cosine ratio to find the length of the hypotenuse. So which of these would I use? I would use the adjacent over hypotenuse for the cosine. A right triangle has one acute angle measuring 53.1 degrees. The length of the side adjacent to this is 9, side opposite is 12. Which of the following would I use for the cosine? 9 over 15. All right, so the law of cosines. So for any triangle ABC, the side lengths A, B, C, opposite angles A, B, C, respectively, the law of cosines relates to measures of the triangles according to the following equations. So here are 3 of very similar equations. And if you notice, they all kind of look like the Pythagorean theorem, but they've been adjusted because these are not for right triangles. Okay, so which equation is true for this figure? Well, it would be the middle triangle equation that's true. All right, so let's fill in the measures we have here. So we know in triangle LMN, measure of angle L is 104 degrees, done. LM is 48, LN is 29. Find MN to the nearest tenth. So let's fill in the missing information. Side opposite L is L, side opposite M is M, side opposite N is N. Okay? So LM is opposite angle N. LM is 48 and it's letter N. LN is opposite angle M. LN is 29 and is letter M. We need MN, which is letter L. So we're going to use the equation with LMN and angle L. Because we know the measure of angle L, we need to MN, substitute the angle measure for the 2 side lengths in the equation. So here we go. We want L squared equals m squared plus n squared minus 2mn times the cosine of angle L. Substituting the information, 29 squared plus 48 squared minus 2 times 29 times 48 times the cosine of 104. We get L squared is approximately equal to 841 plus 2304 minus 2784 times negative 0.242, which equals approximately 3145 plus 673.728, which is about 3818.728. Taking the square root of both sides, and we get L is approximately 61.8. All right, and that's basically how we use the law of cosines. So let's try it again. So let's label the side lengths here. So we know this is side opposite to V is V, side opposite to U is U, side opposite to T is T. So for this one, we want to find angle T. So we're going to use the equation that starts with T. So T squared equals U squared plus V squared minus 2 times U times V times the cosine of angle T. Substituting in the information, 7.1 squared equals 6.7 squared plus 4.4 squared minus 2 times 6.7 times 4.4 times the cosine of angle T. So calculator time, 50.41 equals 44.89 plus 19.36 minus 58.96 times the cosine of T. So 50.41 equals 64.25 minus 58.96 times the cosine of T. We're going to subtract. And we're left with this. Then we're going to divide. So this is going to give us negative 13.84 divided by 58.96 negative. And that's going to give us 0.234735. So measure of angle T is approximately 76.4. All right. So you and a friend hike 1.4 miles due west from a campsite. At the same time, two other friends hike 1.9 miles at a heading of south 11 degrees west from the campsite. Let's fill in the information. So we go 1.4 miles due west. My friend goes 1.9 miles this direction. Here is C, and this is the heading of 11 degrees. So 90 minus 11 gives us an angle of 79 degrees. So here is 79 degrees. So using that information, we're going to set up the equation. So C squared equals 1.4 squared plus 1.9 squared minus 2 times 1.4 times 1.9 times the cosine of 79 degrees. So C squared equals 1.96 plus 3.61 minus 5.32 times the cosine of 79. So C squared equals 5.57 minus 1.02. C squared equals 4.55. And taking the square root of both sides, C is approximately 2.13 miles. All right, let's see if we understand what went on here. So write C for the law of cosines to find a missing measure of a triangle, and S for the law of sines. So if the length of two sides and a measure of the included angle, two sides and the included angle, we are going to use the law of cosines. If the length of three sides are given, we're going to use the law of cosines. If two angles and a length of an included side are given, find another side, we're going to use the law of sines. Okay. So for the law of cosines, we use that when we have SAS or SSS. Law of sines we use when we have AAS, ASA, or SSA. And that's the end of this section.